imagine that you're this $100 bill. Does its value change due to the things it's been through? The answer is no. But what if I throw aside the bill? Is it still worth $100? But what if I crumple the bill? Is it still worth $100? Okay, but what if I stomp on the bill? Is it still worth $100? What if I rip the bill in half? Is it still worth $100? The answer is yes. It is still worth $100. It has its full value, and so do you. And today I'm going to tell you about how you have unchangeable worth. First, you must know what the word worth means. Second, you must know some statistics and relations to the outside world towards worth. Then finally, you should know some basic self-care to better your self-esteem towards your worth. Before one tries to understand their worth or find their worth, they must know what the word worth means. What is worth? Vocabulary.com states that the noun worth is the inherent value of something based on the qualities of excellence, usefulness, and importance. The adjective worth describes something that has value or deserves to be treated a certain way. You're useful, you're important, you're valuable, you deserve to be treated a certain way. So therefore you have worth. Some other words for worth can be deserving, desirable, valuable, trustworthy, important. All these words describe who you are. Your worth is you. Your looks, your personality, your traits, everything about you is what makes you worthy. Not everybody recognizes their worth and beauty though. Statistics from Mayo Clinic show that people's negative view on themselves is a cause of depression. Newport Academy also states that 41 million people in the US on average have depression every year. These people, along with many others, don't see their worth and have low self-esteem. We as people have so much pressure from the outside world to be a certain way. One of those pressures is social media. It portrays a perfect image that most of us feel we need to live up to. We compare ourselves to this look thinking our less is better or worse than somebody else's, depending on what we look at. When we talk about finding our worth, we need to talk about self-care and why or how positive self-esteem can help you live longer and healthier. What are you happy with? Medically, if your state of mind is good, you feel good mentally and physically. Chemically speaking, from technology advance, when we are happy, our body releases 4 chemicals. Those 4 chemicals are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. When these are released, your body gets a signal that life's good at that moment, and all your internal systems are boosted towards the better. So therefore, if your systems are boosted towards the better, you're going to live longer and healthier for that instance. In order to find your worth in your life or work on your self-esteem, I have 2 of many tips that have personally helped me and are big boosts towards that better self-esteem. The first tip is to set realistic expectations. You can't compare yourselves or set goals that you don't want or can't achieve at that moment. For example, don't compare yourself to a millionaire that spends thousands of dollars on their appearance. These people are for the most part fake and have the checkbooks to afford it. Another expectation is what you want to do versus what others are doing. For instance, if you don't want to go on a strict diet, then don't. If you don't want to go to the gym for a hardcore workout, then don't. You can do you. You set your expectations, your goals that are valuable to you, that you will be able to achieve for yourself. Another tip is the mirror. Look in the mirror. Realize your strengths. You also have to be careful with this as it can be dangerous because negative thoughts stand out more than positive thoughts. Scientists have found that it takes 5 positive comments to override 1 negative comment. So therefore, if I'm looking in the mirror and I point out one negative thing about myself, I need to counter it with 5 positive things about myself. Pretty soon this will come naturally, and the positives will stand out more than the negatives every time I look into the mirror. For me, I struggled with my weight and shape. Not only did I notice it, but people around me seemed to notice it. I was called names, I was looked down upon, and every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't see myself through my eyes, but through the eyes of everyone else. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, but I was referred to by the specific name known in 4 schools, including Valley City. Pretty soon it got to the point where people knew me by this name rather than my actual name, Aaliyah, or Allie. Eventually, I started losing weight the unhealthy ways, and people seemed to notice. Then I started growing in myself, I guess, and now I'm here. Except for now, my mind has shifted towards the better, and I quit trying to lose weight. I know that it doesn't matter what other people think of me. Now when I look in the mirror, I see my bright blue eyes, my straight teeth, my long hair, and much more. I see myself through my eyes. As I always say to myself, I would never change the past because everything that happens for a reason, especially in my instance. Like Andrea Dykstra once stated, in order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that have shaped you. So therefore, that means I am worthy of everything that's happened to me and everything about me. And same goes for you. You are worthy. You deserve love. You deserve self-care. You deserve respect. You deserve honesty. You deserve the best. You deserve to grow. You deserve your full value because you are worthy. Now you know what worth is, how it affects the world around you, and to how to find your special worth. So let's look back at this $100 bill. Have you been thrown off to the side? Have you been crumpled? Have you been stomped on? Have you been torn apart into pieces? Then guess what? You are still at full value because you have unchangeable worth. Thank you.